My Christian friend, if you are ever faced with an invitation to debate a Muslim, please do yourself a favor. Do me a favor. And stop. Stop for just a moment and ask yourself if you know even the basic foundation of Islam. And if you don't, if you have not read the Quran, if you don't have a Quran, if you haven't studied Islam, please do me a favor, do Christianity a favor, and don't debate a Muslim. Alright? Can you do that, please? You will save face. You really will. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand, and it's pride. That's really what it is. It's pride. It's one thing for us as Christians to be able to hold on to our testimony. Why I became a Christian, I can share that. I don't need to study anything else. I know what happened with me, right? When I would want to talk about what the Bible says, that's great. I can talk about what the Bible says. But the moment you say, yes, I will debate you, the Muslim, in a public venue such as Stickham, is the moment that you've let your pride, I would argue, get the best of you. Because you're not thinking about the fact that you don't really know much about Islam. In many cases, it seems the case that a lot of Christians don't. I mean, in general, Americans don't really know much about Islam. And you don't really know a whole lot about the type of argument styles that Muslims will engage with. So in other words, the thing is, if you're going to debate someone, you should be prepared to debate them. Which means you should know their position, you should know common arguments that they're going to use against you. And when you ignore all of that, and you step into the arena of debate, specifically the arena of debate, without having prepared yourself, you really make yourself look like a fool. You make Christianity look foolish. And that's not right. And we don't need that. We don't need people to just go up and start saying a bunch of stuff. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know anything about Islam, or what they do know is very little. You know, if you want to get a good idea about how to engage with Muslims, you can watch Dr. Oakley 1689. Now, there's a Christian here on YouTube. That man is sharp. He knows his ins and his outs about Christianity and about Islam. That is a smart man. So please, Christians, understand the common arguments that Muslims are going to present against you in a debate, and understand the basics of Islam, at least. Some of the common arguments, I'm just going to briefly hit on some of them, but they're going to talk about original sin. They're going to talk about the crucifixion, they're going to talk about the deity of Christ, they're going to talk about the Trinity. The primary ones that tend to be the ones that are the most popular are they're going to talk about, is Jesus God, the deity of Christ. Original sin gets tossed in there a lot as well. But primarily the deity of Christ. They want to argue, was Jesus God? But it's important that you understand the other different things that they would like to focus on as well. And if you don't understand how the theology of original sin came into development in Christianity, well, you're going to look really foolish. You're going to look really foolish when arguing against a Muslim who knows. See, the Muslim has done their homework. If you don't... So please, refrain. Your ignorance and your pride is getting the best of you, and just pause for a moment. And I hope that as Christians, first of all, we get a good grip of what it is that we believe and why, and understand that when we read the Bible, we've got to do study, we've got to do research. When we talk about original sin, that concept is presented in the Bible, but we have to do research as to why it is that we believe it in this particular way. When we talk about Jesus being God, we have to do some research. And then most importantly, you have to understand that, what it is that you have to ask what it is that you hope to accomplish. You know, if at the end of the debate all you hope to accomplish is you just want to share the love of God with the Muslims, then why debate? Please don't. You don't need to get in a debate. Make yourself look foolish. Make Christians look foolish just so you can share the love of Jesus with them. That doesn't make sense to me. Please don't. All right? Share the love of Jesus, but don't get into a debate. Don't enter into the realm of intellectual discussion when you don't know what you're talking about. It's just not wise. It's quite foolish, actually. So please refrain. That is all I've got to say. All right? So Christians here on YouTube, for those of you that are feeling the urges, all right, humble yourself enough to do some homework and really think before you let your pride get the best of you. All right? Everyone take care, and peace be with you.